things that has struck me about the book is the title, that, especially the subtitle. It's called An Evocation of the Heart. Could you please just tell us something about the title?
Sure. Everybody has a heart, all human beings. And I think all people want to be loved, and they want to love others, you know? So it just sounded good. When you write a memoir, it's not like writing some different other kinds of books. There isn't too much research that you need to do. The research you have to do for writing a memoir is research inside yourself. And that's the hardest part of it. I learned a lot about being a human being, and that had a profound influence on me, and I think there's a lot of that in the book.
You lost your parents, as you write in the book, at a very young age. Can you talk about that a little? And can you tell me, how did that affect you then as a parent?
It's not easy to lose both of my parents within 2 years, when I was about 15 and again when I was about 17. It took me a long time to get pregnant. I had several early miscarriages, and I was, at one point, I was afraid I would never be able to have anybody, a child. And then I got pregnant with Gail. And then several years later, I had Jeremy, our son. So, and now we have 4 grandchildren in California, 4 boys, and 2 wonderful grandchildren from Gail and Gary.
Your early years were hard, having lost your parents, but then you had some sweet years when you met Shelley and when you fell in love. And I wanted to ask you to read a little bit about that.
It did not take long for me to realize that I had met a winner. I remember often saying to myself that first year, Shelley is the kind of person I would like to marry, but I'm just not in love. On one memorable day early in the summer, it comes back to me, we were sitting in the car saying goodnight. As he usually did, Shelley leaned over to kiss me goodnight. That's when it, and I got it in parentheses, in quotation marks, that's when it happened. I felt something had exploded in my head. No, it must have been in my heart. Unexpectedly, that kiss was different. At that moment, I learned what falling in love meant. I was smitten beyond repair, suddenly and irreparably, madly in love. We held each other tightly, and I could barely let go of him at that moment. There were bells ringing in my as my pounding heart opened to engulf this new and glorious experience.
She's a very amazing lady. I've been married to her for so long. And the thing about this book is actually, they didn't bring it out. It's a recipe for life. If you read this book, you'll never have any trouble with your life because all the problems will be solved. Amazing. I think I'll read it myself.